Hello and welcome to my review of the Multiphone PAP4322 by Prestigio. This phone is an Android device, as you can see. It is a 4.3-inch screen. It has a multi-touch screen. It has a micro SD storage expander. It has an 8 megapixel back camera, main camera I mean. It has pretty fast Wi-Fi, but we'll get to that in a minute. It has pretty fast 3G as well, but I'm not going to get to that because my provider here is just shit. It's a dual SIM device. It also has a pretty decent GPS, and it can record and play back full HD video. It runs on Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. It has an MTK 6577, if I'm not mistaken, as its processor at 1.2 gigahertz. It's a dual-core processor, and its graphics processing unit is a SGX. It's a PowerVR SGX531, clocked at 200 megahertz. The screen on this phone, as I'm opening it, is 800 by 400 pixels, which is pretty much standard for this type of device. It's pretty cheap. Let's just put the device away. In the box itself, you get a stylish leather pouch, which I've already turned into crap because I've been using this phone for about a month. It fits pretty tight in this pouch, but that's not a problem. It's gotten pretty light over the couple of weeks I've been using it. Also, in the box we'll find a very hard to take out cover, some manuals, which I'm not going to read those, a headset with an inline microphone. This is a stereo headset, but it's pretty bad. It's not very good. I'd recommend, if you want decent sound, just buy in earplugs. Most of them will be better than that. We also find, by the way, I've got the bags mixed up. We'll also find a micro USB cable. That's a standard micro USB for you guys. We'll put that away for now. And its little wall wart. Yeah, see? It's pretty cute. I live in Europe, of course, so this is the two-prong. You'll find, this is the two-prong. You'll find it different in other countries. But for now, let's just put that away as well. Now, let's put all the packaging aside, I don't even know how to put packaging aside, and take the phone out of its little bag. Okay, so pretty standard, 3 touch buttons, options, home button, back button, the front 0.3 megapixel camera, the earpiece, and the light sensors over here, which you can probably not see. Oh, now you can see them, kind of. Anyway, let's look at the back. It has a nice Prestigio logo. This is actually carved in, and I really like that. It's pretty good quality carved in. The plastic's a bit cheap, but you know, it's kind of like the back of a HTC One X, just a bit slidier. We also have our 8 megapixel camera and our little LED flash, and the speaker right here. Let's turn to the side. We have a lock button on the right side. That's the only thing we have, plus the little indentation to take out the back side, this cover. Let's move to the left side. We have a volume rocker over here. That's pretty standard as well, except I would have preferred to have the volume rocker here and the lock button up top here. And while we're here, you have a nice little 3.5 millimeter jack and your micro USB connector jack, I mean. On the bottom we don't have anything except the microphone. And let's take off the cover before we start the phone. This is, by the way, pretty tight cover. This cover is pretty tight, which is good because then it doesn't fall out. As you can see, I already have it started with a SIM card. I don't have 2 SIM cards, so I can't show you that, but they do work. I've tried it. They do work. We have a 1500 milliampere battery. That's pretty standard, a bit low. I would have preferred something bigger, but here's our speaker and the camera, of course. And now let's put the cover back on and get in with the phone itself. Okay, so when you unlock the phone, you'll notice this little button. You can slide it either up for Google, left for the camera, right to unlock, or bottom for your provider, apparently. Let's just unlock it. Right in the home screen, we have 5 different home panels. You can slide through all of them, put widgets on them, put icons on them, whatever you want. In the notifications bar up here, we have, this is the standard one, we have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, data connection. You can choose between other data connections, airplane mode. We also have the types of sounds you can have, like the general, my brain stopped working, like the general, oh well, whatever, the general setting, the silent setting, the meeting setting, the outdoor setting, which is the loudest of them all. On the left we have our brightness button, we have our timeout button, and our auto rotation button, which we will close now because we don't need that. Okay, so we have our standard browser here, the Android browser. It goes straight to your Prestigio home. Your home is the Prestigio website. Let's just put that away. I would have preferred Google, as seeing as this is Android, but I guess they need to advertise a bit. Right here we have our button for all of our icons and installed apps, and also the widgets, which there's a fuckload of them. Yeah. I've not installed too much on this phone. Anyway, let's get back to the home screen. We have no recent apps. By the way, you hold down the home button to look for recent apps. This options button gives you the wallpaper, the app manager, and the system settings, which we'll go into now. Okay, so here we see SIM management, because there's 2 SIM cards, of course. The Wi-Fi button, which, by the way, we have some pretty decent Wi-Fi here. Oh, I'm stupid, of course. Yeah. Our Bluetooth, which is off, our data usage, and let's click on more. We have airplane mode, we have VPN, which I've not tried yet. We have tethering and portable hotspot, which I can't speak apparently. But that works, and the range is awesome. It's like more than 10 meters range from this device. We also have our mobile networks, which we'll ditch for now. Let's slide down. We have our audio profiles. That's what I was trying to say earlier. We also have our display settings, our storage settings, our battery settings, and our apps, which I'm not going to click on now. Actually, I am. Let's see. Okay, you have your downloaded apps, your running apps, and all of them apps. Of course, that is pretty standard affair for Android. Now let's scroll down. We have location services, which I have no idea what it is. I've not clicked on it yet. Let's click on it now. Oh, okay. So it's basically for the GPS. Okay. We have language and input, which I've also not clicked around too much. But spell checker actually works. It puts up pretty decent spells, really, words. Let's get back here, and we have our backup and reset button, which I will not click on because I don't want to do that. We have the Facebook account, the Google account, and the Skype account, which is here even if you don't have the app, which is kind of stupid actually. And then you can add an account. And for the system we have date and time, scheduled power on and off, accessibility, and developer options, which you can either turn on or turn off. I have them off for now because I don't really need them. And about phone, of course, we have system updates up there, the status of the phone, and all of this legal information from Google. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to the home screen and start up AnTuTu benchmark, so we can check how this phone performs. Okay, this is my most recent score of the phone. It's pretty damn decent, but let's just start it again anyway. Okay, there we go. Now let's try that, and I will be right back with the end results. Right, well, AnTuTu decided to crash right at the beginning, so let's just roll with this score right here. We'll just go to the chart. No, actually, let's go to the info. Okay, which takes about 3 hours to load apparently. Come on then. Okay, the system info. Yeah, I was right about the CPU. It's a dual core Cortex A9 CPU running at 1.2 gigahertz. Resolution is 480 by 800, by the way, I was wrong. It has 240 DPI density of the screen, which is pretty good for this price. And we can see the GPU is PowerVR SGX531. We also have 470 usable megabytes of RAM. Apparently we have 40 megabytes free. That is just fantastic. And this is the in-phone SD card right there. And here we have the two cameras, which I scrolled up accidentally. We have the Android version and the kernel version over there. Okay, let's close that and get to some games. Right, let's start with... I'm not gonna start with this game. This game is just shit. Goodbye. Okay, let's start with Into the Dead, which is gaining popularity. And I don't really know why I don't really like this game that much, but still, let's wait for it to load here. And while I'm waiting for that, I can tell you guys that there's going to be a camera test of the back camera in the video description. So if you want to check it out, it's down there. Yeah. So let's play before the screen shuts down, because it likes to do that. The camera is a bit crappy, but for this price it's okay. It works for this price. It could have been a bit better, and of course I'm getting the low memory message up there, which means I have too much crap open. But we shouldn't have a problem with this game in particular. Let's try it anyway. If it crashes, oh well, I'm stupid. But anyway, let's start. It's running smoothly, by the way. This is on the high graphics setting. As you can see, it's running pretty smoothly. The gyro is picking up every slightest movement of this phone, which is good, because not a lot of the phones at this price are actually that good with picking up movement. But good thing that this one is, actually. And I got eaten already. So yeah, you can see how bad I am. I was trying to play through the camera, so I guess that's a bit of my fault, but oh well. Anyway, we survived that, so let's go home. Come on, phone. There you go. And turn that off. You can do that by pressing the home button and just sliding on any application that you have open. You need to hold down the home button, by the way. And we'll be right back with the next game as soon as I restart the phone. Okay, let's get on with the next game. I've restarted the phone so it clears the memory. It's just easier than clearing every single application. Let's go to Subway Surf, which is also pretty popular. And I forgot to update again, so it's still Tokyo, but that doesn't matter. It's still a valid test of the phone's performance. For this price, this phone performs just great. And I'm again going to try to play through the camera, which is going to end horribly. So, yeah. Now I'm actually going to look at the phone and just keep it at this angle so the camera can see, because it glares, like, the screen can glare pretty badly if it's exposed to anything but direct sunlight. Like, it needs to be 90 degrees exposed, otherwise it glares really badly and you can barely see anything. Which, again, isn't that much of a problem for this phone, because unless more than one person is trying to use it in a sunny environment, I already smacked my face in that barrier. Genius me. Unless more than one person is trying to use this phone simultaneously in sunlight, it's not going to be a problem. It's pretty bright as well. This is on the second setting, so it can be brighter than this. And just turn on that application and go to the next one, which is Temple Run 2, which will probably take about 12 hours to load, like it likes to do. Okay, come on then. And my budgies are just yelling their hearts out now. Are yelling their hearts out in the background. So excuse that, please. They like to blabber a lot. Oh shit. Anyway, this game runs smoothly as well, except I fell off the ledge. Good job, me. Anyway, shut up! Anyway, I don't want to upgrade my abilities. You can go away. Okay. I need to shut up my parakeets. Jesus Christ. What are they doing? Okay, let's go to Revolt. Can you just shut up? Good God. Okay, let's go to Revolt over here and we'll try Shadowgun after that. Excuse me while it loads, I'm just going to kick my parrots out. Shut up! Thank you. Ah, they're at it again. Oh well, let's just start race. This is the free version, so we don't get much in this version, but well, it's still something. Right, sorry about that interruption, but let's go. On Supermarket 2, we're going to use the standard controls for this. It runs smoothly, like, it looks better than the PC version, I think, and it still runs really smooth. Let's just get out of the clusterfuck over there. Of course, you're going to view my terrible driving at this game, but still. Oh, don't spin out. Okay, there we go. Ah, god damn it. Anyway, as you can see, this game is running smoothly. Most of them run pretty smooth. The only game it's had a problem with is Real Racing 3, which for some reason doesn't want to work that great on most devices. And yeah, that's enough of that. It runs smoothly, you get it. Don't need to embarrass myself any longer with terrible driving. Okay, let's go to Shadowgun Dead Zone, which is probably the heaviest game out there for Android that is still popular. And I don't have any Grand Theft Auto, otherwise I would have tried those, but anyway. Alright, after running out of memory, we're back with, sorry for pushing the tripod, we're back with Shadowgun Dead Zone. Let's click on that and play some deathmatch, why don't we? Alright, we have finally loaded into a game, and let's start playing it. Okay, this is deathmatch, so you can see my terrible aiming skills. It's pretty hard to aim on a touchscreen, but oh well. Anyone down there? As you can see, the game is running pretty damn smoothly. Oh, I'm using the different weapon than I thought. Come on, if you could die now, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. Oh, great, got blown up with a grenade. As you can see, this is running pretty great on a phone this cheap. So, actually, how many people are using... Yeah, most of the people are using Android. Oh shit. Die, please. No. Don't kick me in the face. Yeah, if I could punch you a couple more times, that would be great. Okay, let's find someone else to shoot at before we die over here. Why is my touchpad all the way up there? Oh, hello. Oh, hello, aim. Hello, you're dead now. Enjoy that. Most of the people are using energy weapons. Great. Yeah, the touchpad moves a lot. Kind of pisses me off, to be completely honest. I got shot in the mouth. Oh, and I killed that guy. So, anyway, let's just get out of this game now. You saw it was running smoothly. Anyway, final verdict on this phone. It's a great device for how much it costs. It's got good performance. I would have wished for a bit more RAM, maybe 768 or a gigabyte, but it still works. And the internet is pretty fast. The camera is kind of crappy, but the touchscreen is responsive and it looks good. It has a good PPI density. The back looks good. The device is well built. Like it won't be flexing much in your hand when you're doing that. So it feels expensive, and that's good. For this price, I would have expected some cheap piece of plastic actually, but it's a great device for this kind of money. I would totally recommend getting it if you're on a budget. Maybe you could also get the lower end Prestigios, like the 4044 or the 4055, which are basically the same specs. They are the same specs, just different screen and outside sizes. So that doesn't really matter if you want a 4-inch screen on both of those, opposed to the 4.3 inch on this one. I prefer this one because of the bigger screen size. Like I have big hands, so bigger screen is better for the phone I'm using. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.